So if you're up early, well, I woke up around 2 o'clock. I was so exhausted last night. But it does. The sun looks square at the observatories. It's not the first image of the square sun that we've ever seen. I've showed it before, which is like pretty wild. Like, look at that square shape. And you ever remember looking up in the sky when you take your picture and you have like those beams of light coming from the sun? You have to ask yourself, why are there beams of light coming from the sun, grand rising? And we really often do see beams of light just like this. Sometimes they're really straight and going that way. But let me see if I can get a better one. Because these lights right here, they're not normal. They really aren't. You shouldn't have a square sun unless, there really is a square up there. And perhaps maybe it's just causing an optical illusion. You think maybe we just see optical illusions and there's nothing to it at all. That's what we would probably be led to believe. Of course, we got this photo right here, the Cthulhu looking thing. I'm just going through some of these older ones. I mean, they got some beautiful scenery there. They really do, but the square suns, no. Hello. Good early morning, you all. You are in Indiana, Teresa Young. Yeah. So I just woke up early. What was really strange, they had people at the observatories on the 24th. So today is the 26th. They were watching the sunset and it was too bright. It was so bright when it was coming down. They really couldn't tell. Let's see if I can make it more square. Maybe. Yeah, somewhat more square. Yeah, that's the sun right there. Square. And I'm sure they'd say, well, it's just because when it hits the horizon, it looks square. No. That you can't say that. Because when it's up here, it's square and it's above the horizon. It's above the horizon. And besides, if we, oopsie Gina, if we, I was looking at this, I was checking out the sun. Why do they use they're talking, what are the bright spots created by the sun's ray? Why do they use this type of scenario to show the sun as it's going through the sky? Really think about it. They've got it like this. You can see it like that as the sun goes. They got a flat plane right here. And it goes up like this. You can see the angles. And it really does look like that. It rises up like that. It gets up in the sky. And then it sets down. But how can it do it if we're spinning so fast? How can it keep doing it, One could say, well, Gina, honey, it's because it's always circling around the earth. But it's not always circling like this during the, yeah. But I'm talking about the square sun. I am. They got some pretty nice footage. They do. Where did I get that sun? Okay, I got the sun as it was trying to come down right here at the observatory. And there was people there. Not today, I think, but yesterday, trying to get that sun. And look how bright it is. See, there's that big beam of light getting ready to come down. Okay, boom. It's so bright you can't really tell it because it's so bright. But if you go to the other one, if you go to that was the 24th. Let's do the 24th, you all. Since let's look at the observatory because this is really my most favorite camera. How we doing here in the comment section? 1 a.m. in Moscow. Yeah, watch this. I'm gonna hold this here and try to focus. They get some really beautiful sunsets here. Yeah. See the people. The people. It was strange. They were just standing outside. See the people standing outside? It's so bright they couldn't even see the sun. I think they were standing outside to wait for the sunset, and I guess that's a shadow down there. See how bright it was? It's even bright looking at it like this. So they're getting ready to leave because it's too bright. Look how bright. You can see the four corners of it. 1, 2. Well, you can see the bottom two corners of the rays of light from the square of the sun. See it perfect. It wouldn't have those. It truly would not have a beam of light here and a beam of light here if it actually wasn't square. Like up there, see, it's perfect. See, it's perfectly spaced right there as it's coming down. And this is at 1843. You can see now, you can slightly see that it would be at the top. There it is right there. The squareness of that sun. Oh, it's blurring me out. It doesn't want to show it. It's so blurred. It does not want to focus right, but you can see it over there on the side. It's squared. Boom. It's so squared. Lynn Gray, honey, this sun at the observatory, at times, it does look square. It really does. And that's what I'm saying. It kind of looks square. There's no telling how many strange occurring anomalies that are up there in the sky. Really, there isn't. I don't know what happened to that. I guess it decided to do its own thing. But yeah, it kind of does look square. Just like that. It's got 4 beams of light. And people have taken pictures with these like 4 beams of light coming from it. Is what they have. It wouldn't look like that at the observatory here at this time either, but it did. I don't even know if that was the moon at that point. Oh, it was 7:30 at night. Maybe. Excuse me. I don't know if that was the moon rising. Probably was the moon rising in the sky, and it looked square too. Could have been the sun. It's really hard to say. And as for that picture, well, that was a close-up. That was super bright too. Good morning, Cindy Lou, honey. Your whole world has been turned upside down since 2020. Lloyd Billings, I believe it. So many people's world has, oopsie. Yeah, see, and this is like, when the lighting's really good, you can be able to see it as it comes down, as long as it's not obscured. But there is like, they say it's just like an optical illusion, when it's not an optical illusion. It really isn't. Now, granted, one would say that that is an optical illusion too. Remember that at the observatories. This is on the Subaru telescope. That big squid. We had a squid series on here. Like an optical illusion. It's like everything that we see. There's always it's not what you see. It's something totally different. Well, it looks kind of like a squid to me. It really does. But that's not normal clouds either. These are just the FAA. See, the sun is way, way, way too bright. Way too bright. And I'm supposed to be looking at the square sun. I really am. And then why would the sun at times, when it's coming down at the observatories, why would it have this on it right there on the side? Because that's the sun or the moon coming down. And there's an object. There's something there. There really is something there. That should not happen, but it does. As it's coming down from the sky. Now see, at times it'll look like this. It looks oval like at times like this. It's just wild. I really have no idea. Well, I do. Now see, here's a beam of light. Why would it look like there's a beam of light coming from the sun like that as it rises? Because it's got that red around it too. It shouldn't be so super bright. It really shouldn't. See, they got really beautiful sunsets at this vantage point right here. Real beautiful. And then kind of eerie looking if you look at it like that. I am getting back to it. I'm trying to get over here to the sun's being a square. I really am. I'm just trying to get rid of the... Okay, that must be the moon. That's the moon. The big circle planet. Yep, and the sun. It has Debbie McClure. Yeah. Aloha in Hawaii. It's 6-hour difference there. 1 o'clock. I'm thinking, Gina, how are you going to get that stuff done for that gravel? You're going to be so exhausted, and it really will be so exhausted. So exhausted. Now remember, this is just an optical illusion. You're not seeing what you think you're seeing. You are not. There is no looking like a square right here. There are not there are not 4 beams of light coming from the 4 corners of this. This is an optical illusion. It doesn't look, you just think you're seeing that. You just think you're seeing a square in the sky. Your eyes are deceiving you. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, you all. It is, it's wild. It's so wild. It's really, really wild. Like you can see it like right there. But it's not, you're not looking at a square. You're just looking at something totally different. Totally different. Boom. I won't be on here too long. I won't. But if you didn't know, they have these wonderful sets of cameras when you haven't gotten to the library. They're called the IRFT cameras. And if you jot down this website right here, you just jot it down just like this, the address at the top. And you go to those cameras and you get to see all kinds of time-lapse also, other than the other ones. I'll just keep it right there so you all can see it. It's really cool. that should be enough time for a person to pause it, but you can go look at all of these. And they go back 7 days on these cameras like this. Yeah, things were different, Stacy. Totally, totally different. You know what happens every time? Every single day, this stuff comes up around the same time. All these clouds, the same time, every single day, when they're not being obscured. And then they go right back down, right back down. I'm thinking when that does happen, what they do, there's something like, truly is like coming up, and they're hiding it. They don't want nobody to see. These are all the different cameras. They got so many cameras. They're watching so many things at this observatory, or telescopes. Might as well say telescopes because they're big, gigantic telescopes. Just think they're spanning the sky. Every area, every inch of the sky is being scanned to see what they can find. Like, you can't really see much of anything here except the vehicles that go into that door. But there's those clouds that come up every single time. In the UK, awakening each morning, your stomach is being, oh my gosh, Jesus is king. That is terrible. You feel like your stomach is being microwaved. Oh. Well, we could get cooked alive. Cooked alive. Well, that wouldn't be nice, but that's what a microwave does. It'll cook you on the inside. It truly will. You feel the same in Texas, Stacy? Borg sun, rainbow turtle. I have often thought about that. I really have. Because if it is, well, everything would make sense, right? It would make complete sense. See all the different, like, time lapse, if you like to look at what's happening at these observatories. You got all these different time lapse right here from different vantage points, and mainly they just look at the sky. Let's look at this other one over here. It's relaxing, so look at that. We can watch people go in and out, but there's like time that is missing. They have really got a lot better with their resolution on their cameras. They needed a major upgrade. This is the coolest one right here. How it looks when it's, look how cool that looks. It does, it's really cool looking in the night sky. Like, boom. They're big telescopes, you all. Let me get back down here to the square sun. That's what I'm supposed to be focusing on. Okay, there's a square sun in the sky. There is, right here. Yeah, it's shiny. Get you some tea to drink. It's 1 a.m. after a attendre. You have a horrible feeling of the deja vu. You have an intense roller coaster. The grand rights. I'm just looking at these, you all. Oh, you screenshotted their address? Yeah. Let's make that traffic go to there. Load them with the traffic on their thing. Let's bring their servers down. Because there's, you know how people are on the phone too much and the internet drags, or I'm sorry, your call could not be, all servers, all lines are busy. All whatever are busy. You can overload their networks. They would not like that. It's too bad, right? It's too bad. So you've got this camera right here. And then if you come over to the Canada, France, Hawaii, which is the same ones, right here, you've got these. But in order to see the time lapses from these, you'll have to go to the images. Then you'll have to go to the webcams. And you can see the current pictures, and there is no time lapse. You have to scroll all the way down here. Well, let's do this. You type in this right here, the image gallery. But you want to see the time lapse, you got to come down here to the bottom of this page. So you might want to type in this. Type in this right here. This is the address for all these time lapses. It goes back 7 days. See the word time lapse. I'll leave it on here for a moment. Yeah, these are public cameras. You can go there. And you just type it down exactly how you see it. So you can pause the YouTube video, zoom up on that address, and you can see the current time lapse of these places, which is this is on the 24th. It's the same telescopes, but at different angles, way up in the sky, and it is kind of neat. Just think they got a big time vantage point of everything. Here comes the things every day. It never fails. They just keep coming, and then they'll start jumping up. The clouds will. Not on this camera, Gina, honey. Not on this camera, Gina. They will not jump up on this camera. Just because you said so. Thanks. You ever been around somebody who is not a morning person? And you are the morning person, and they do not want to hear all the bubbly stuff? See, they're jumping out, these clouds. They're not normal. There's no way these can be normally occurring the way that they come up like that. So you got that, and then there's one more telescope you can see if you go to the webcam taxi of the observatories. You go up here, go down to astronomy, and close that out. These are all the astronomy telescopes, but they're not all astronomy. Oh, my phone is dying. You can go down, and this is the other telescope, the Subaru telescope. Oh, it looks really nice. It does. Nice blue sky in Hawaii. See, it looks pretty. This is the most famous one that people go to right here. But you can, see, look at these massive cloud structures. This is where we caught the squid, right on this, but you can see the address of this. Okay, let me go up here. But you got to go to the webcam taxi and just go to the interest part, webcamtaxi.com. And you can see Mauna Kea, Subaru telescope in Mauna Kea. You don't talk to somebody for the first hour. Oh, Yeah, I'm just now looking at these comments. But if you go to the webcam taxi and you just want to go to certain things, you can have all these things you can look at. This is virtual, whatever. It goes all the way over there. You can get to volcanoes too, but you want to go to the astronomy. And then you just scroll down. This is just for these telescopes things. Which one was it, Gina? It wasn't this one. I've already closed out the one I was supposed to be showing you. But anyhow, there is a square at the observatory. I'm done talking about it. I am. So I'm going to go. My phone is going to die. Your thumb is up. You got 71 comments. 71. Y'all please give this video a thumbs up. And I apologize. I wasn't on here last night. I was so exhausted. I literally did a lot of manual labor all day long. Wore my body out. But that's okay. I'm going to do it again today and hope I got some strength. It's 4:30 in the morning. And I'm not getting up. I'll try to go back to bed. You all have a beautiful day too. And thank you so much for tuning in this early morning. But it really is interesting, you all. Why ask yourself why, when you take a picture of the sun, why do you see those beams of light on it? Is it because there's something much more to it? Probably. Oh, my muscles are not sore. Your muscles actually have memory in them. Yeah. It's something that I normally would do, but it's just summertime, springtime, I get busy. So I'm not that sore at all. I'm not sore at all, really. I'm not. Have a wonderful rest of your day. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you.